Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've had this one for a bit. I didn't want to rush and make a video, but I also don't really need 20 minutes to cover it, so here's a quick take that took a while to get to. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this great discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Alright, enough talk, let's get right into it.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer found that while the end result was positive, getting there was a truly frustrating ordeal. The initial setup of this printer was described as the worst our reviewer has ever experienced. Despite having successfully installed other printers in minutes, this particular machine took hours of troubleshooting. The primary obstacles were confusing security protocols, like changing a default password and navigating internet features the client had no intention of using. The user manual proved to be of little help, filled with unclear terminology that required external web searches just to decipher. Our reviewer recounts specific moments of confusion, such as being prompted to enter the machine's IP address, only to be presented with 3 different ones on the network report with no guidance on which to choose. Another confusing step was a request for a username, leaving it unclear whether it meant a network, computer, or a newly created printer username. It was a process filled with guesswork that could have been made much clearer. However, once our reviewer finally conquered the setup process, their opinion of the device improved significantly. The actual printing is impressively fast and the text comes out quite crisp and clear. While the speed was more notable than the print quality, the latter was certainly more than adequate. The build quality also feels solid and sturdy. On the other hand, the copy quality is merely acceptable, and the scanning function was a genuine disappointment, producing fuzzy and sloppy results. In the end, this client feels a sense of relief and satisfaction now that the initial agony is over. It's a solid performer for its main task, provided you can survive the initial battle to get it running.
Awesome! Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer is absolutely thrilled with this laser printer. It's just so easy to use and the print quality is excellent. The setup was also a breeze. Our reviewer has always been a fan of this brand of printers but got swayed by the hype around inkjet printers years ago. They ended up cycling through multiple brands, experiencing all sorts of frustrating issues like poor print quality, dried up ink, mechanical failures, and ridiculously expensive ink cartridges. It seems like they've spent a small fortune on printers that didn't last. This client is confident that this laser printer will last at least 5 years, and they're never going back to inkjets. If they ever need color printing, they'll definitely be getting a color laser printer from the same brand. They feel that the old-fashioned laser technology is simply superior to inkjet in every way. They highly recommend this brand and laser printing in general. Our reviewer feels this manufacturer truly hit it out of the park with this reliable and affordable printer.
Fantastic! Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer was determined to find a replacement for their previous brand's printer, citing issues of unreliability and high repair costs. They were on the hunt for a quality printer that would be worth fixing should the need arise. After using this laser printer for a week, our reviewer has been pleasantly surprised by their experience. This client readily admits to being technologically challenged, even experiencing anxiety when setting up new devices. Therefore, the ease with which this printer connected to their MacBook Pro and iPhone was a major selling point. While the reviewer acknowledges that the long-term reliability is yet to be determined, their initial impression is overwhelmingly positive. The switch from inkjet to laser technology, although meaning the loss of color printing, was deemed necessary due to the rapid drying of ink cartridges in their Arizona climate. This is their first experience with this particular printer maker, but they are already very satisfied. They were even motivated to add a rather strong sentiment about their former brand, signaling a significant shift in brand loyalty. The reviewer concludes that, based on the initial experience, this printer earns a 5-star rating.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you in the next one.